So I just got myself a Sentinel ship, which I like. That's a good thing, I think. Boom, boom, boom.
Technology recharge.
Yeah, the only thing is it's turned horrible cold here in Britain, but honestly, you shouldn't really complain, I think. But you have to dress for it. There is a goopy. Oh dear. It's a cute little one. Oh, it's a little bit funny. First a Sentinel ship and now a goopy. So goopy is an exotic. Its price is 20.9. That's that is true. That's a nice one. Let's get a picture of it and the clips. It's a little round one, and the glyphs is down in the left hand corner. We are in the Hyades Galaxy, so you need to be here to use the glyphs. And the reason it's called a gobby is because when you see it from the front, it kind of looks like a fish mouth. Yeah, it's cute. And we are in the unedited system on the space station, so it's easy to find it. And if you want to come and camp out for it, feel free. I mean, everyone which lives relatively to the north will be suffering for the next couple of months, it seems like. So it's actually quite rare here in Britain that we get too much snow, but they are predicting we get now, so that is so that is going to be interesting to see how bad it actually become. But yeah. Oh my, that's a S-Class hauler as well. This is a good place for S-Class ships. So S-Class hauler, 37.5 million. Doesn't seem to have a lot of slots, but it has 18 and 36, so it comes with a lump. And let's get a picture of that as well. The thing is, I put them into smaller videos. God, that is a big one, so there we are. A hauler. Glyphs is down in the left hand corner, and yeah, and we are still in the same system. Unedited on the space station, so you can come and camp out for an S-Class hauler and an exotic at the same place. So yeah, don't say I don't do things for you. How cold does it get where you are in the mountains? That normally always sounds like it's something which could be very cold, but I know that of course depends where you are in the world. Well, I know you're in America, but C-Class, not really useful. I've already been around this station. What the... Okay, we're done. So I'm actually tempted, and this is going to be a little bit tedious, but I'm tempted to go to the freighter and actually build some of the things up on the ship. Because that is going to be maybe I shouldn't do that now. Maybe I shouldn't do that now. Or should I? I don't know. I'm a little bit I said, maybe I shouldn't do that now. Oh yeah, I have found a couple of ships on the way today as well, but they are not going to be used right now. So I need this to be my primary, as usual. Then we need to find some resources which we need for building stuff. So and then I can build it up as I want. So all in all, not a bad thing. To do some more trivial things, resources, and certain things are very needed whenever you build ships. And of course I can see here what I potentially need, because it's the same I have there. And that of course I can't see, so yeah. That was rubbish what I just said, but we need to find a planet with phosphorus on, so to fly a little bit around. That one is cold, that would not have it. Phosphorus is traditionally found on warmer planets, so more planets behind here, okay. Silver, that's not really useful. What is that? An unknown planet. Okay, that is not really useful either. So we have that one and we have that one, which is unknown. There is phosphorus on that, so let's see if we can farm some. So I do try to trade with those ships which pops up. I would say that they don't always have anything which is useful, but it's actually worth sometimes just to take a look. What is that? There's another observatory, isn't it? Well, it is warm here, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but something we have to look at. Useful. Hey Frosty, long time no see. Well, I'm very good, even though I'm turning frosty. Weather is turning wintry, cold. They are warning about snow coming, so it's almost ready for the Game of Thrones quote, "Winter is coming." It's unfortunately true. Yeah, I'm glad to see you as well. I'm always glad my viewers come back. That means I haven't offended them enough yet. That's it. I actually don't try to offend people, but I know sometimes you say something and someone gets, "Oh, that's not very good." This hold. Well, you're very welcome. I felt so bad yesterday. Someone was writing that it was his dream to play No Man's Sky, but he couldn't afford the game in his country. I really felt bad for the guy, but there's not much I can do about that. But I will say, for everyone who doesn't have the game, it seems to be on offer at the moment, and I would say that it looks like here in Britain it's half price. And that always happens just as a new update is coming out. So Fingers crossed something will happen, and as Wicked told me not long ago, there was rumors coming up, and there's been some yeah. Well, there's a lot of crap going on at the moment, and a lot of bigger companies are so scared of their profit margin, so they are starting to save money even though it's going okay. I did ask him where he was situated, but I never got an answer on that because, I mean, as I'm informed, it's also on offer in America, at least if you have Xbox Game Pass. So, I would say that that is an option if you can get that, and then you can actually play it for free if you subscribe to Game Pass. And that's actually cheaper than buying a game. Yeah, she's not fussed. We're so lucky we have a dog who doesn't care if it rains, snow, sleet, cold, warm. Well, she's not happy with warm weather, but she doesn't care. It's muddy, wet. She's I have a lot of my jackets are decorated with paw prints, muddy paw prints until I can get them washed. But I must admit, I don't want to wash my jacket every time I've been out walking with her, because that's a little bit wasted, because next time then I get another print. So I actually have a dog walking jacket, or my raincoat, depending on how the weather really is. Now we have actually decided after Christmas to get a second dog, another border collie. because they seem to be best in their own company, and at least then we know we have a dog at the same energy level. Oh, it's such a lovely dog race. I am so glad that we took that choice. And it does help that it's a smart dog, and we also have cats. So she actually have found out we got a second cat well, a little month's time ago, and it was a rescue, and she's been so good with him, and they have learned each other's language a little bit, so they can play together, and that is so great to see. They are what I didn't realize. One of the things I found out is how loyal and company dogs they actually are. I always thought, because it is a working dog, so I always thought that would go in the direction that, well, if I'm not working, then I will be laying here sleeping until you need me. But it's not like that. It's, oh, you're sitting there watching TV. Let me come and lay next to you, and you can cuddle me a little bit. And in that direction, and it's brilliant to see. I was so amazed with her, because we had some days with really stormy weather here, and we were out walking her after one of those days, and there was falling over trees and stuff like that, and she was very, very good. Then we heard an animal, well, almost screaming. And we first thought it was a bird, but and she was very curious, what on earth is that? And thanks to her, we found out it was a deer stuck in a fence. And we just told her to sit and stay back. And I could go and actually get that deer loose of the fence, and it ran off. But many other dogs, they would have gone ballistic with these sort of wild animals. Not sense it, but she knew there was something which was not right. It was more like that. But yeah, well, you might be right, it is sort of sensing, isn't it? I was kind of glad we could help it, and I always had a lot of respect for nature, because it's what keeps us all here.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. They are known for doing things like that. There is a very, very lovely story here in Britain. A border collie got lost and couldn't find its way. It then went to the police station and sat there, and they didn't know what to do until someone said, try to scan the chip. It might actually tell you who the dog belongs to. And they then got the animal people to come and scan it, and they found out who the owner was, and they called the owner, and the owner said, oh, my dog has disappeared. Well, it's sitting here at the police station. I love that story. I've seen the pictures from it, and it's actually really, really nice. And I really hope if ours one day disappears, it would do the same, because it's also microchip, so that's yeah, no, I mean, they are smart, and there's I scrap them at space stations and get money out of them. But what I do is, because I play on Permadeath, and if I try to fly them to the space station and I run into pirates, they might kill me. It has been close a couple of times, and then someone said to me, why don't you just claim them, and then on your freighter you take them as the primary ship and then teleport to a space station, and then they will pop up there, and you can just scrap them, and I have done that ever since. That's a safe way of doing it. So yeah, that's what I do with claim ships. But you can repair them and use them yourself if you want to. If it was an S-class something I don't have, then I might do that. I have repaired some ships. Well, the thing is, it needs a lot. Yeah, I mean, all the you get roughly a quarter of the value. So if you find one which is worth 4-5 million, then you get a good million out of it. So it's a little bit of money every time, and if you find a good expensive hauler, you can get a nice amount of coins out of it. I would say for many, the scrapping of the ships is good money in the start game, because it actually gives you quite a foundation, and it might also give some. The last one I scrapped, I already recycled them, but you might get modules, and then you can recycle them for nanites. So that is, it's not just money. It can also be other things. But the thing is, you want to have S-class ships to fly around in yourself, and you can only have 12 ships. So if you get too many, then you will start struggling when you find something very interesting. I actually came to this planet to get phosphorus, so that. You are always welcome. No, I said it's not just money you get out of it, it's also modules that can be recycled for nanites. So in the start game, it's really good to go for crashed ships. And then I warned you that you can only have 12 ships, so you don't want to have 12 C-class. You're welcome, and see you next time. Interesting. Another phosphorus here. Phosphorus is one of those things I can use several places. So one thing is that I need it for building things on ships, but I also need it for my protection against hot stuff. might seem a little bit excessive. I pick up so much. And believe me, I will be using quite a bit of it. The thing is, I always feel I need to have a good stock of all those which goes with protection on specific environments, because that is where you actually feel that it might be useful. Yeah, I use iron batteries quite a lot, but if I just need to top up, I normally use the resource which goes with that. So it's not always that it's the straight solution. So back to ship. So always listening how my refiner is doing. Of the exploration you actually put into the game as well. This is probably not the best of places, but let's have a look. Yes, I pick up everything I can find, because that's... Okay, this is an abandoned building. That is not the worst you can get across. It's not most, well, I was going to say it's not the most giving place, but that's actually not completely true, because terminal will always give you nanites, and if you play on normal, you can actually take nanites several times, even on permadeath sometimes. So you just go through, and then in the end it will give you between 120 and 150, and you can actually do it several times, and especially in the start game, that is actually very, very useful. because that is one of the things you really need when you start your game. That is getting nanites from the start and get so many you can, because that's what you need to buy your modules, and your modules is what makes you stronger, make you survive and so on. So if you can get that, and as I said with the scrapped ships, they sometimes give modules, and those modules, even though it's C, B maybe, modules, they can be recycled from nanites, and that can become into S-class modules that you can use with your things. So there is good things with almost everything. So what did I find here? Nothing overly good, but I want to see how many I have. One, I only have two. However, I am quite sure when I start shooting, the sentinels will start shooting at me. So this is going to be fun, I think. This might be anticlimactic, but this is almost evil. But I must admit, I never really liked these animals. They killed me when I very first time started a game. One of the first thing I found was an abandoned building, and I saw that there was these whispering eggs, and I thought, oh, what do they do? So I pressed E, and out came the larval core and a million horrors, and they killed me. That was not funny. That was not funny. So I got those. Now I need a sentinel. There's one up there. So let's go and play with him as well. I'm a little bit greedy. I want to stop before I start shooting, because then I actually have something. Huh? Oh, it's one. Oh. on. Any more? Yeah, the thing is, I need to kill 8 with one of them. Oh, yeah. Hello. Oh, should we say that's enough? Actually enough. That one was done, that one was done, that one was done. Oh, that one is not done. Oh, it's quads, okay. Yeah, we need to do them when we have the proper situation. But the other ones is fine, so got some more missions done. That is always nice to do. So I got phosphorus. There, for now at least.
Technology recharge.
So, that is not bad. That is not bad. It's always good to actually get what you want. Right? So, space station there. These I need to just hand in. I have a lot. There we go. Anything new? Nah. I could start getting these again, so I do like to actually get them and do them in what? Did I get food stuff? A donut. Okay. So what do I best do now? I'm very filled up. I am very filled up. I actually think I will go to the next system. I don't remember if there was a black hole here. Thing is, I do normally use black holes, but as I'm trying to find battles, freighter battles, so I can get some slots on my own freighter, but looks like I'm not really lucky with that. That is a bit annoying. You want things to really fall your way, but it doesn't always, so yeah. We have a whole game to play, so that it's not the worst we can actually encounter. So first of all, none of that I want to buy right now. So, is there anything I want to sell? No, not really. So, just need to check what I actually have here. Sometimes you just want to sell something. What do we have here? Nothing useful. Nothing really useful. That's unfortunately very often the problem with the outlaw space stations. They are not the... well, I was going to say they're not the best. That's actually not true. That's not really true. They can be absolutely brilliant. I'm very happy with things as they are. I had hoped I would come into some sort of fight here, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So what do we have at the next point here? Well, we could of course just go there. It is not predetermined where you will run into battles, so it is happening very randomly. And I am not very lucky today to run into them, so I need to find out what I do. Like it's a basalt planet without basalt. It sounds a little bit redundant. So, I need to recycle something here. That one I don't use. That one is an A and that one is a B. So, none of them is usable. So, let's just recycle whatever we can't use. An A-class multi-tool. I am not very lucky finding S-class multi-tool. Both have found, but they have been very long between them. kind of good, but that will go on my other, I think. From here. Okay, so quite a bit. Good. Why don't I show those two as well? I don't want to buy anything. I do not want a farm carbon in these. That takes way too much. A little bit here and there is fine, but everything else is this all about being reasonable. Things has to fit together. Time. More than anything, and outcome. There's a little bit, as I talk about with missions, risk and reward has to fit together. Same with time and outcome, because if it takes 3 hours to get nothing, you wasted 3 hours. And I mean, for me that's a little bit dull. But on the other hand, and that's where it's so important, if you, when you're playing, thinking, well, only 3 hours to get this, and you want to spend those 3 hours, it's your choice, and it's absolutely fine. Don't believe that I am the oracle, because I'm not. I want to at any time say, you choose how you want to play your game. Whatever I say, it's only advices. And if you feel you can use what I say, please feel free then. If you think, nah, that's not for me, then it's probably not for you, and you do like you have been doing all along. That is absolutely fine. I don't know what's beeping. Oh. one thing which annoys me, that it beeps while you're sitting streaming. Send me a notification, yeah, but don't put sound on. And what are you imagining? Twitch tells me something is live, so it could be implemented. Does it want me to do it while I'm sitting streaming? Is that what you're telling me I should do? So what do we want to do? Actually,
technology recharge.
finish that first of all. I have a lot of stuff to do today. None of these planets I really need anything from this time. Not that I know of, but I don't know. Sometimes wonder what is this? What do I need to do here? Do I need anything? And then you start looking at the planets and well, I very often realize that, oh, I could use this or that. Actually don't know if I do, but what I think I do need is a trading post. Which, coincidental, was very close by. These bountiful planets very often has multiple trading posts. Yeah, but the reason I wanted to do that is just to get some new trade goods to sell when I come around, because I was suddenly running a little bit low on things, so yeah. That's of course not good. Don't climb up, for sake. I don't think I asked you to do that. not really useful. Sure this is useful in any ways, but let's see. Some money there. There. 2 out of 11, that's not bad. Where's all the others? You mean the cliffs? Is these you mean? Ah, okay. In the anomaly, you buy for nanites the recipe to make them. It's one of these. Then you can get Atlas Pass version 1, 2, and 3. 1 can only open the cylinders I just opened. 2 can open doors in buildings around on planets. And 3 can open the back room in space stations. But, well, if you have version 3, you can open all of them, but you need to get the recipe in the anomaly. Yeah. It's at the station between the multi-tool and the exocraft with the, I think. I think it's there, but it is one of those guys selling for nanites. It's not overly expensive. Yeah, feel free if you have things to ask. It's not everything which is kind of obvious what to do to get it. So if there is anything, I'm happy to answer questions. And if I don't know it, then there probably will be someone else who does. Well, we all been there. When I started, thank you for following. When I started, there was less help than there is now. So it was even worse. But yeah, But 20 hours in is not bad, because many people die the first half hour. I have very often had questions, how do I survive the first half hour? I had a dead after half an hour. But I'm playing on Permadeath, so if I die, I lose everything and have to start over. It even deletes my save game, so there is no fail save. So I cannot. No. Of course I can, but I don't want to die. I have often done quite stupid things, and that I have actually put a little bit aside, and then it's going okay. I have been close to dying a couple of times, but the worst part is the worst times I had was I was flying scrappable ships to space station and was attacked by pirates. That was actually very, very close. So I actually started doing those kind of things another way. So I take scrappable ships, a very safe way to space station. I don't fly them in open space without shields or anything anymore. Resources is not a bad thing. Now I will say, if you have questions or things, I have some very experienced viewers which always can come up with some answers if I can't. So it's actually a quite good source if you should need anything. Oh. I'm actually going to space anyway, so I can just go to the anomaly and see exactly where you get that recipe. Because I need to get rid of some of my tech modules anyway, so... Feeling my exosuit up to date, which is not normal, but no, I have not. I was tempted to see if I could get a VR set, but I need to find out first, go and test it out if I actually can do it, because both my kids have problem with VR, and I don't know if I have as well. So I don't want to spend money on it before I have actually tried it. So I need to go to a shop where they have a demo one up. So I think it's here where you can get it. Let me check. Yeah, they are sitting here. So you just you have to buy in and take the row down, but it's actually quite useful things that is in this side anyway. So it is between the multi-tool guy and the exocraft guy. I don't really need these in overly because most of it is just cosmetic, but I kind of take randomly, and then at some point I might use some of it in bases, but it's not even certain. I always tend to forget I have it. Well, I could imagine that VR would be quite interesting. And now I could imagine also that you walk around on the planets, that must be quite intriguing as well. I would say it is a type of game which is kind of perfect for VR. I always have problems finding the black holes. Thank you, and you're always welcome back if you have any questions or other things. have to be careful I don't hit the freighter.
Data received.
Wow. B-class, that's not better than what I have, so I am only interested in the reward. But that was in the cards anyway. That's what gives me my slot for my own trainer. That is kind of important. How far am I actually? Oh, getting slowly closer. So I'm really running behind with these. But yeah. always take a trip around the space stations because sometimes you can be very lucky and find very good things. Other times it's really a no. Thank you for following. And welcome to. Oh, there he has his hands in the money box. I found out the only thing which is actually useful here is demand a share of the money, because if you try to take all of it, you will be the one which steal it, and if you report it, he will try to claim you tried to steal it. So it is it is that kind of situation. Okay. This is a 3-star system, okay. I was not aware of that. I have normally all my trade goods on my starship, but I don't have a lot at the moment, and I always end up with a little bit of resources as well, but when you see my exosuit, that is very full, so I have been quite gathering today. It seems like I cannot be bothered to farm the carbon from there. Still trying to slowly get the languages with all 3 races. I would say that I do with the autopage and Atlas as well, but it has not turned out as productive as the others. I would say the autopage comes automatically when you actually help them. Then you get 3 words every time, so it's not overly difficult, and there's not so many words as the Gekwakin and Korvax. They are up at over 800 words each of them, so okay, they both gave me money. That is not a bad thing. So I try to keep my my refiner running, so I don't have to do that later on. Can't use salvage frigate modules. I have everything on my freighter, so that is, yeah, that is just how it is. I do not want to do things I don't need. I find that a little bit redundant, to be honest. I love when they give me warp hypercore because that is really useful. One of them fills your hyperdrive and you can really get around with that. So as this is 3-star, and I will actually go for a trading post. Course. That will give me some trade goods, which I can hopefully sell somewhere else. I'm not focusing as much on money anymore. I will say I have been worse, but on the other hand, it's one of these things I can't really help it. I have to take that route most of the time. So it's not that I don't want to earn money. Don't get me wrong, because of course I do want, but at some point there is a maximum you can have in your account on your save. That's 4.2 billion, and I have tried to be there on my normal save. And it feels good to reach that point, but when you then kind of know that it's not really what you need, I would say for most people around 250 million is all fine. It's not difficult to get to that point. It's actually relatively easy to earn money in No Man's Sky. I would say that the prime thing to do is just to upgrade your scanner so it gives around 500,000 when you scan rare animals, then it actually goes as a dream. So, trade goods is the same no matter where you are in the system, but if you want to sell other types of goods or resources, that change from terminal to terminal. So, it's always a good idea just to take a check. Especially resources can sometimes be tricky to actually sell. I have to be careful because there is actually aggressive sentinels on this planet. And even though I'm on a trading post, they might actually attack. So they are under me. Boxes up here. Okay. It's all fine. And I can hear my refiner has stopped again. It's actually sad you can go by sound. But yeah, that is me. So planets with aggressive sentinels is not really my favorite, so I will not even attempt to do a exploration of it. That is just not going to happen. So I have taken a little bit smaller jumps today just to hopefully run into some freighter battles so I can get some storage slots for my own freighter, but I have not been very lucky with that. I had one battle so far today, so that has not really been useful. And it's actually weird because some days you just constantly run into them. Another A-class. It's been A-class multi-tool day today, which is kind of okay. must admit I'm sometimes a little bit lazy and I do buy stuff especially if I don't wanna run and farm, so I'm not taking that. So when you start shouting at him, he will give you his multi-tool. And to be honest, it's a C-class with broken. I don't even want it. Yeah, I know you can scrap multi-tools as well, but I actually have a feeling I have all I can carry of that kind. So I would have to swap it, and that I'm not doing because the one I'm carrying is a S-class, so that would be a bad trade for me. I might have to go and scrap one of those I have, so if I really find a dream one, that I have space for it, but that is then the only reason why I would do it. Say, picking up everything as I do, it's not something you have to do. I would say it's really your choice what you wanna pick up when you run around. Certain things are very useful, others are, wow, not even possible to pick up. So, ships. Nothing too flashy. That's I think I have used my quota of S-class ships today. Worst part was they were both on the same station, came at the same time pretty much, so yeah, you don't have to learn the languages. I choose to do it so I get everything in red, so I actually don't misunderstand when I need to understand the full thing. Okay, didn't like that, that's fine. But it's not going to make me sleepless or anything anyway. I think I checked the carbon here. But you don't have to learn the languages. It doesn't really change the game as such. It just changes the information level you get. And I would say most things are translated when you when it's important anyway. So it's not like you lose the game, because you don't. So I will say that we are getting up to 1 o'clock, so I will now go back to my freighter and I will start to clean up. And that will be it for today, so if you don't want to sit and watch the ad coming, then you are warned that I will soon go off anyway. If you want to stick around, I will stay for a little while, because I need to set all this to brew as well, because I have so bloody much. It's all about getting it processed one way or another.
Technology recharging.
And it's about cleaning up, so certain things are... I'm just chugging a lot of things in my storage, and yeah, I will say that it's another thing I suffer from. I am a hoarder, so I very often end up with a lot of weird things. But on the other hand, when I really need it, I have it. So that is kind of my attitude to many things. Is well, I save it, I keep it, and then suddenly, oh, I need it. Ah, got it. So that's actually not entirely bad. But that said, also have to clean up from time to time. That is equally important. Because if you don't, then you drown. You really drown. So I am going to check out for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock UK time. And well, we will continue the voyage through Hyades Galaxy, and I will still be looking for slots for my freighter. That is the most important thing, and I will start kitting out the Sentinel interceptor I got today as well. So there is a lot of things that will be done over the next couple of days. And of course I have all the scrappable ships to scrap as well, so there is a lot of things going on. But for now I will bid you all a good night and thank you for watching, or a good evening, good day, whatever time zone you're in. Take care out there, and come back tomorrow at 8 o'clock UK time. Then we continue the travels. Stay safe and take care. Good night.